So happy.
Who's that?
He's news director at 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he doesn't like me. Because see, when
he's with open carry.
Yeah.
Oh, you're with OC?
I'm an open carry tech.
Ah, good enough. Who are you?
Valente Gonzalez.
I'm MJ Pontegrau. I'm the guy that went to war with everybody in the forum last night.
What forum is that?
KBMT.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been supposedly the opposition ever since day one.
Wow.
But the truth of the matter is, I'm not in opposition. I don't mind open carry. I deal with people almost every week now openly carrying handguns.
Mm-hmm.
There are farmers and ranchers out here who have to deal with snakes and vermin and an occasional criminal. They're out in the middle of nowhere. They got a right to take care of themselves out there.
Absolutely.
I don't have a problem with it. And if you want to put on a sidearm, I have no problem with that. You come out down the street with an AK or an AR or an Uzi, and I have a problem with it. And so do a lot of other people.
Yeah, but you realize we're only trying to change the laws in Texas to where you can carry your sidearm.
Right.
So the difficulty that we have in Texas is that we cannot currently carry our firearms.
That's
so
what I was
what
saying
are the only options? The only options we have to
come out with a blunderbuss, I sit there and chuckle because I know how much it takes to load a black powder rifle.
Oh yeah, and we were trying to express that to one of the news reporters that the 6-shooters that they see on our hip right now, those are completely unreliable.
Yeah.
You know, the humidity in Texas is such that if you don't fire your black powder every day and reload it, good luck.
We used to take little tubes and wrap them with. Now I'm from northern Wisconsin originally.
Mm-hmm.
We used to wrap them with masking tape and put our powder loads in that and cap them off and carry them in a plastic bag because even up there, especially when the humidity goes up, you can kiss that load goodbye.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I know.
You know, and in Texas, the only thing we can carry legally is the 6-shooter or the long gun, the rifle.
Well, you want to hear the cute part of it. Now I'm a gun owner. I have guns. I have guns at home. But I can't carry them because I'm the guy that goes inside the compounds in the federal penitentiary.
Oh, because
and
of
in
federal
all
law.
the jails.
That's amazing.
And Hackberry and Big Hill and that little naval radar station out on the coast on the other side of Cameron.
Sure.
That's federal property. By federal law, I can't carry a weapon in there. And I don't know when I'm going to get these calls. What am I supposed to do? Stop and hang it on a tree branch because there isn't a guard out there who'll take responsibility for it?
They won't.
No, they won't. And I'm also the guy that unlocks Homeland Security once in a while.
You know what I want to ask?
Yes,
what's
sir.
the purpose of wanting to carry like an AR-15?
It's education. We currently cannot carry a pistol, so what other options do we have?
Well, right
But
now for
why
the
would
demonstration,
you want
yeah.
to go in a restaurant?
Oh, we don't want to go into a restaurant, but restaurants, they love to have us in because we also carry cash. So
Yeah, well, everybody in there carry
So-
cash.
so-
They not in
But you know
there.
what the sad
So
part
when
is?
when we come to a restaurant, we ask, can we come in here with these long guns? And they said, do you have cash? And then we're like, yes. Oh, come right in. They just wave us right on in.
See,
Well, you
and
see,
the
like
problem,
me, the
the
way
problem
I
I
feel.
came up with one guy with Open Carry Texas, and he was nice enough
And we're
to
willing
listen
to go
this out, was this business up in Dallas with policing the police. Corey and his bunch.
Corey is not open carry Texas.
No, he's not. And this is the point I tried to make to him. The sad part is, this is what's garnering the news.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's getting a very bad impression out. How do you deal with people like this? Because no matter what you do, what your goal is, anything else, you're always going to have that one that's going to take.
Right. Well,
matters in his own
you're always going to have drunk drivers. That doesn't mean you have to give up your car. You're always going to have somebody who breaks into a house. That doesn't mean that you somehow can't have a pry bar or a crowbar anymore.
Says they're a law-abiding citizen.
There's
Drive
always
down the road
there's
20
always
miles
going
an
to
hour,
be
we're supposed to
an
stop.
element of
Let me
society.
just say this. First of all, we all go through the Constitution in school, so we don't need to be educated. Secondly, wait a minute.
I don't believe so.
That's
No,
your opinion.
that's
This is
incorrect.
my
That's
thought because
incorrect.
I live in Puerto
I
Rico, and
understand, but
don't-
that's
I
not
don't
correct.
understand why-
There's this thing called Common
Let me
Core.
finish. I don't understand
Yeah,
why
I
you're
understand
here. We
it,
don't
but-
have Common Core in Texas.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't understand why you're here, why you have rifles
I've
out. You're in a minority city. With
I'm
predominantly
sorry,
minorities.
but I'm a
not
Texas
sure.
citizen, ma'am, and I'm not a racist. So
Evidently you are, because
I don't
you're in a
appreciate
minority
what you
city
just said,
with a gun.
which is you're telling me, oh, you don't care. Let me
I
get
have to go along with him on this.
let me go ahead and get a zoom in. What do you have against white
ahead,
people?
I'm
I
gonna
don't
try
have
and find
anything
somebody
against
else.
Why-
white
why are
people.
you-
I am talking
why are
about
you telling-
being
but
out
you-
here in a minority city with rifles after
Uh-huh,
our chief of
so
police,
let me ask you something.
after our chief of police
You-
kindly said that we didn't want this here. We are a peaceful community.
Who elected
We are
the
a
chief?
loving
Who elected the
community.
chief?
The chief is hired by the city council. We elect our city council, and we're behind our government.
Whose law supersedes your city council? Whose laws supersede the city's?
The state.
The state. And what law?
and the
And what
federal.
rights do I have as a citizen of Texas to come into your community?
And what
I have-
rights do I have as a member of this community to not have to deal with intimidation,
the same rights
and
that-
fear?
Nobody's
Because
intimidating
your
anybody.
rights, everybody's rights. Everybody has rights.
I know.
So
I have rights, and
Yeah.
my rights
and your
trump your
rights
fears.
are no more.
They trump
no,
your fears.
I don't have any fears because I told you
Well,
I'm not afraid of
there
anything.
you
What
go.
I'm saying is that there's no need for this. If you want to carry your gun on your property.
Do you see a
we
gun
don't
on me?
need you. You don't have a gun on you, but there's several rifles and automatic
And they have a right.
weapons
They have
and
a
stuff.
right. They have a right.
And I have a right, and we have a right
Yeah.
not to have those things present and out
No,
in
you
the
don't have a
public.
right.
Yes,
You
we
do not. Tell me
Yes,
where in the
we do.
Constitution you have that right.
Because
Explain to me, please educate me, because
just
I'm
like
not sure.
you have your freedom.
This is-
because let's go to the Second Amendment because
Sure.
it talks about militia.
That's right.
And it talks about protecting your own property.
That's a very good
It
question.
doesn't say anything about you going out into public
The
and quote unquote.
Heller versus the Heller decision change is not on your side on that, man. I'll just have you know that's not correct.
Keep Googling.
I don't have to. I've already.
You have it saved.
The Supreme Court has already decided that laws in Illinois are unconstitutional, and as a result,
And
they have
that's
to be
in
changed.
Illinois, we're in
But
Texas.
the Supreme Court is over all the
We're
United
in
States,
Texas.
and the laws in
We're
Texas
in
are
Texas.
the laws in Texas are being
We're
changed.
in Texas.
Are you
They're
go-
being changed, but they're not.
I know. Are we having a
changed
conversation?
here.
'Cause
We're
it sounds
not
like you
having a
came-
conversation because I don't
you
want
came
to have
here.
a conversation.
Oh,
I made my
okay.
statement.
Well, in that
we
case,
don't want you
thank
guys
you.
here, and that's
So-
our statement. That's my statement.
So, are you?
Are
you with her?
You know, I don't care. I would wonder what would happen if I go on the west side and get all my boys and go out there to put natures and parade around with AR-15s and
Well, it depends on what your intentions are, and
the
Well,
same
what
as
is your
y'all.
intention?
To educate.
Same as y'all.
My intention-
You're trying to intimidate.
you're
and put
you're
fear
you're
in us.
you're
That's what
you're
trying
telling
to do.
me that what my intentions are, ma'am. That is not the way
That is your
that is
intention,
not
because
the
if your
way
intention
that
was
Texas
to
law
educate
works.
us, you would hold a seminar. You would have a
We are
workshop,
trying to pass
you would-
legislation in
if
Texas
you wanted
that
to
will change the
educate us,
law
because
in
we're
Texas.
capable of sitting down and listening
We
to a
are
presentation.
here
That's how you would
to
educate
talk
us.
to this man
Not
in here.
bring weapons
Ma'am,
to intimidate
Do
and
you
put fear into us.
do you work for this man here?
I don't work for him. I am a citizen. I don't even work
Okay.
in Port Arthur.
Well,
I
ma'am,
live in
it's
Port
your
Arthur.
opinion. I appreciate it.
Well, okay,
and-
but we're done. You can turn your camera
Yes,
off
ma'am.
and go back over there. Thank you very
Thank you.
much for
Sir, would you like to continue the conversation?
it's unified. We silent.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
He
asked
doesn't
you asked
understand.
earlier why we came into restaurants, and the reason is because we were invited in.
You said because y'all
ma'am,
have cash and money. We're done. Turn down your camera. We have a right. He doesn't want to be free.
are you in agreement?
We're unified.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you. Thank you very much.
They have a right. What is a right to not be recorded in the public?
No, they have a right to say what they have to say.
Come on over here so we can be a unified unit.
That's the thing. We do hold seminars, don't we? I mean,
My name is Regina Drake. REGINADRAKE.
And what's your name? Okay, and so y'all are friends already? Y'all already know each other?
No, I just saw him in the parking lot. All of us just came here out of concern as to why this walk or this quote-unquote educational walk has to take place in our community. It's a minority community. If you look at the group, you can definitely see that it's not a very diverse group. So I feel like it's a form of fear and intimidation, not necessarily a protection of the Second Amendment right. The right gives you the opportunity to protect your property. There's no reason for you to carry guns, especially automatic rifles and rifles into public places, or even to be out here in the public with those things. That's fine if you want to teach your children that, but other people have a right to teach their children their basic set of values and beliefs as well.
Who's from Port Arthur?
And so, does it kind of scare you that people are out here? I mean, they're carrying guns like all in front of you guys. I don't have guns. Does that scare you?
It don't scare me.
Nah, it don't scare me.
This child says that it scares her. What scares me is the fact that people feel like they can bring these types of things into public and that they can instill some type of fear and intimidation into people. As people begin to vote more, as they begin to express their opinions and thoughts, as well as no longer accept being oppressed, you see all types of groups emerging. And I believe that this is one of these opportunities that it's more so, like I said, because we are a minority city, we're predominantly minority, there's no minorities in this group.
I'm Hispanic.
What is your purpose and what is your function for being in this particular area? Our chief has already expressed his concerns. We stand behind
Aaron Ramos,
so
front and center.
any reason or legitimate reason for them to be here. If you want your rights changed, that's what we vote for. That's what we elect people for. Go to school and become a lawyer.
Stand by me, bud.
Advocate in other ways, but you don't have to bring weapons out in public to get your point across. I don't believe that. And I don't believe that's sincerely the reason why this particular group exists.
Okay. And you said that you were in the military, right?
Yes, Vietnam.
And so you said you have a concern. You said you don't know if a lot of these people were maybe in the military, or if they know how to control a gun properly.
Really, yes. My thing is, I don't understand why would a person want to walk around with AR-15 or whatever
AK-47.
type rifle strapped on them anyway. What's the purpose of it?
And you said that you fought in what, Vietnam, right?
Vietnam?
And so you really know firsthand the kind of destruction that guns like that can do, right?
Yes, I
And so how do you feel about that?
do. Like I say, to each his own. It
I hear
don't
you. I mean-
intimidate me, it don't scare me
David.
or anything. I just don't understand why they want
Probably because you're carrying a
to,
bandolier.
why
today.
would they want to come on this
Probably
side?
because you're carrying a bandolier and you're doing the same shit I did. Wearing
So
your
what's
tail
different? What's different about this side now?
downward.
Because like if this side of town and they do that, everybody gonna be
Ready to go?
they gonna be dead because it's this particular side of town.
Which is predominantly African American is what she's trying to say. If you were really trying to educate and inform, why didn't you start over there at the other end of Proctor or off of 73? Why are you here? I understand that you're trying to make a point to Chief Blanton, but we respect our chief of police and we stand behind him.
And they should too.
Exactly.
You read what the chief said, that he was against what they're doing, open carry law. He was against that, but he's for the right to bear arms. He's been hunting and fishing all his life, he said. So, just bring it somewhere else, man. Don't come here with it.
Take it in there.
Yeah.
Take it in there.
He avoided
Well,
us.
Mark Blanton, he's not here.
And stuff.
So-
Take it in there.
All right.
No.
Let me just reiterate,
Oh, yeah.
none of our council people are here. Nobody's here that represents us. And I think that
How do you feel about that?
I think that what they're trying to say is that this issue is irrelevant to Port Arthur because it doesn't impact us because nothing is going to change. But I do feel that we should have some faces out here.
Okay, can you say it again? You said nobody's out here?
There's no
We'll let you know we just
council
on the
people. You said that Chief Blanton wasn't out here. Well, the march hasn't actually started, and there was a police car over there, so we don't know if he's sitting over there. But what I'm saying is that none of our council people are out here. So, and I think what they're saying is that they're not out here because this is irrelevant and not important because it's not going to happen in Port Arthur, but I still think that they should be out.
Just what is this? A news conference or a march? What is it? A protest?
It's supposed to be an education.
They're having a press conference and they're having a walk.
But when is the press conference going to start?
I think that they're trying to start it right now, right?
It said 1 minute warning, so
Okay.
there we go.
We get everybody to kind of,
And peacefully.
I hate that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you gonna have that posted on all the sites tonight?
I might be very selective on what I put up, but I usually have it for our archive.
Yeah, okay. That's why I was trying to record, but my stuff got knocked off when I had an incoming call get me. I didn't get a chance to record everything.
Right. The
His opinion. Yes, and his opinion. They're ignorant? Yes, it's sorry. I got a problem. Okay, excuse me. All right, look. The word ignorant means you don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
There are facts.
Okay, when
not
you
opinions.
first came into this area, the statement was made. The people of Southeast Texas are too stupid and naive to realize the danger they're in.
Who said that?
Second,
Who said
open
that?
carry in Beaumont. Second, when we take over, we won't need the police no more. We'll arm your streets and we're going to control your neighborhood. Oh, yes, they did. It took place right on
who are you?
We have never. Open carry Texas. We are not other gun.
We're not.
Never said that.
Sir,
I don't know.
Let's stop.
Who said that?
Let's, hey,
Who said that?
This
who?
was on
You come over here and you start talking with us about situations we're not even sure
we're not
of.
SC2
We don't know
radio.
who you
Stop
are.
Just a minute.
What
You
I'm
also,
saying
please.
is this was said on a radio
Let's stop
station
for a minute.
with a live mic.
Okay, any radio station could have said that. Now I'm going to say something here, and I'm not a speaker, I'm just a citizen. But I happen to be an acquaintance of Chief Blanton and have for years, and I respect everything he says. He's got his opinion.
Yes.
That does not mean it is the opinion of everyone. It does not mean that anyone with an opposing opinion is wrong. It means it is a different opinion. A different opinion is not a wrong opinion. Our Constitution and our government was founded on people having different opinions and being intelligent enough to accept those opinions even though you may not agree with it.
Now, sir.
And what I have been promoting from the very start is we have to agree to disagree. I'm under death threat. I received over a dozen of them last night in the email.
Why?
For wanting to come out here because I stood up to some people that referred to me as an anti-American, Nazi-loving, communist pig.
Yes,
because
sir. I've been.
Who are they?
I've been. The same thing has been levied against me.
Then my advice to you,
you know, the truth is, you coming out here and explaining this in front of people in a calm and rational way does more for your effort than these bozos out here. We're going to take over.
Okay, that's.
I agree with
that.
What do we do about that stuff? Because they're the ones. Look at that.
they're entitled to the freedom of speech that you and I both are.
What about little
Even
things
if
like,
we don't agree with it.
What about things like our little buddy Corey up there in
Sir, that guy is not with us. He's not us. I've already told you that. He's not us.
No.
Hey, sir, can you do me a favor? Can we talk offline after this?
All right, good idea.
You're interrupting our rally.
Good idea.
And under the maxim that if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, will it make a noise? We're going to move our location. Apparently there's a busy district kind of in Newport Arthur where there's probably more traffic, people that can see what we're doing and maybe ask questions and we can engage the public in a dialogue. So we would like to kind of move over that way. What I'll ask is that those people that are from here, how far is that?
Well, that's not very helpful.
Hey, no, it's not.
Hey,
But I'm going to get called names just so many times before I get upset.
How far is I guess the mall area, or where the commercial.
talking about Central Mall?
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah, Central Mall.
Yeah. So let me ask the group here then. Would you rather do a walk around here?